Okay, so I had no idea that you couldn't drive, I guess, while you're on TikTok. I mean, makes sense. Makes sense. Who wants to be the company that's like, you can't, I mean, who gets into an accident is because everybody's on TikTok. I get it. I get it. Although people are swallowing, by the way. So, you know, whatever, but cool. Anyways, we're here. I was just dropping A off from school and on my way back and started the live. This is a daily vlog, daily-ish, like I do it when I can, as I highly suggest you treat social media. A lot of people feel like do it every single day, all day, every day, and I'm here to tell you, as a social media manager and owner of a social media agency, you don't even need to do all of that. Like, it's not that crucial, and honestly, less is more, and authenticity is more. And in order to be authentic, you need to do what feels right and aligned to you at all times, and come on here as your best and truest self. Now, this vlog is really to start to normalize what it's like to be a mompreneur, one, and a mompreneur on the come up, not one that's in, that's nice to look at and has already quote unquote made it. So to see, let's talk. That's an inquiry from a potential client that I will answer on my laptop. But yeah, to start to normalize like what it looks like at the start. And I am here at in my first year. Today's for those that are watching the replay on YouTube. October 19th. It's 9 a.m. in the morning, and I am in Beaumont, Texas. I call this the Real Housewives of Dallas because eventually I'm going to make my way back there in this sense. And I'm just from Dallas in general, but I also don't like that, like, the boss women, like, especially like when it comes to like seeing the Real Housewives, like they, are all running their own business, doing their own thing, and that looks great. But then it's like, rollies this, watches that, flossing this, flossing that, flossy cars, flossy, house, outfit. Like, can we normalize the, what it's like to be a mom? You know what I'm saying? Dirty dishes in the kitchen, yeah. And just a regular kitchen. Like, we not out here, hi, welcome. I was just talking about normalizing what it's like to normalize, being on your way up. And even then, like, even if because this is very much my up here. Like, I'm really, really proud of myself on what I've done in this past year and just how I have managed, family and work-life balance. Like, all good here, like, it's, and you don't get to see that too often, because most people, even with the here on live, like, they'll stop if I were like at my laptop and I was like, anyways, I got a meeting in 2 minutes, but if I was at my laptop and I'm like, in this nicer office, in this nicer thing, and it's like, let's normalize this bossing like this with paint stains. Okay, oh, that's paint, but I do have a lot of paint stains on some of my shirts because I'm also I do art as well. I'm an artist. And so, yeah, we've got a meeting in 3 minutes that you guys can join me on. Let's adjust this, and then we shall begin. Okay, and I pretty much just like let everything fade into the background here, as I don't really, once I get in the meeting, obviously, like, I'm working. And let me see what he's saying. Hello, just a question from a team member. Do you know what he's talking about here? I don't fully get it. Please. Okay. Yes, we will get into that. I will answer that question right after this meeting. This meeting is a meeting with my with CBBBs. I like to really establish it as a company's our account supervisor and administrative assistant. Hey, Pam. Uh-oh. see. I think she needs to reconnect. But yeah, while we take this meeting here, let me pull up the agenda.
Hi, sorry about that. Good
Oh,
morning, Brittany.
hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. So let me see. I'm going to share my screen here. And then you can just run down with updates, any updates that you have for me. And then we can go down this list here to see how things are going on this end. So, take it away.
Okay, so for the first task that I have, I actually asked you yesterday about what I need to prepare for the development. What specific task or document do I need to prepare for the development day for the first task there?
Okay. For which one here? Oh, for this. So
Yeah,
this was for those that are onboarded into CBBB. It's for anybody who has. It's for anybody who's onboarded to CBBB. We need to give them like this is what you do to pay out for your benefits. Like that. Does that make sense? So everything everything that you've sent me, what they need to do on their end to make sure that that's all taken care of.
and that is all that I will share for the development day.
And then you also mentioned that you had,
The script.
yes, the scripts, and then you'll also be doing the courses too, which I will get today. I'll put that. I have it on the list for development day, but I don't have it. We'll review it tomorrow. The courses. Let me see. Courses. Approaches. I'll buy it today. We'll review it tomorrow, so that way we can figure out what the plan of action is to share what we learned from those courses to everyone. But that's going to be the other thing on the agenda for development day, and it'll probably not be in that hour for development day, but it'll be us giving steps on what we're going to do for that. So I'll put here too, even that, let me see. Okay. So for development day, and actually wait, tomorrow is Thursday. I'm thinking it's on Friday. So I'll send you a video about the courses once I buy it, is what I'll do. And then we'll come up with a plan for it within that. So I'll do it before the end of your day, and then CBBB, we did that, the benefits, and then the weekly report process for screenshots for Toggle. That was the other thing. So what we're going to be doing for how they're going to be sending their Toggle screenshots in, or whatever that process is going to be, doing that. And then that's it. Scripts and then courses.
Okay, that's noted. And then next for the next thing, for the Regina account, I haven't received their marketing questionnaire yet, so I haven't started working with Jan with this one because I still don't have their marketing questionnaire. So I think their rollout date is kind of delayed now because we still don't have their questionnaires.
Who is this?
For the Regina account.
Regina account. Okay, cool. I will reach out to her. You know what? I have her phone number. I will reach out to her and ask about that.
And then the content strategy for Andrea Chapman is already done. And then for the next thing, it's the setting up login time for Crystal and the account's owner. I already set it up for all of the accounts except for Catskill Adventure and DVR because they're not on Slacks and I don't have any type of communication with them.
Okay. For CA, we have their for CA, we have their, what is it called? Their email access. And so I can do that myself. So just, let me know what the plan is, message me and let me know the time that I need to get that to you, and I can do that.
Okay. So, for the time, Crystal said she will be available today starting 11 p.m. So, I just need to put the login information of Catskill Adventure on Asana so that Crystal will have access to it.
Okay, awesome. And I'm putting it in my calendar right now. Okay. So let me get the login. Oh wait, you need the login information, like the.
Yeah, okay. For Catskill Adventure.
Okay, it is right here. Okay, so the login information for Catskill Adventure is. All right. And then are we going over this right now too? Okay, yes, we are. Okay, good. Just want to make sure if I need to leave it unread. Okay, and then so anything else?
And then for PVR as well, I don't have any type of communication with them because they're not on Slack. They do have a Slack channel, but they're not in there. They got put out in their Slack channel.
That's right. So PVR, they are in GChat. She's one of the accounts that we've already moved over from Slack to GChat, and so her information, and you can communicate with her through here. Let me see and make sure that she's already accepted, because I'm not sure that she has. Yeah, I don't think so, which is really interesting. I need to figure out how they receive this invitation. That's one of the things that I want to talk to about Fatima this morning, because I think this is harder for them to find and get into, and we need to figure out that process for them on their side so that we can list it in a doc and let them know what to expect so that we can get them onboarded. What we can do is you can email her right here and set up a time. Obviously, it won't be today, so ask Crystal what's her availability for next week. That way it won't be too scattered, and then it'll just be on a weekly basis, where if you can set up a time, ask Crystal first what her availability is for Wednesday, and then reach out to the account owner to see if she can, if we can get that login happening within that time.
Okay, that's noted.
Thank you.
And that's all for the login. And then for the analytic report checkup, I did my check-ins today with some of the accounts manager, and most of them have already sent their analytics report. And for those who haven't, I already reminded them, and they told me that they will send it to me.
Awesome.
And then for the landing page for Dr. Felice, I already did my research on how to do active campaign, so I think I know how to do it. I just need to set up a time with them to log into their active campaign, because it's asking for a verification code as well. So I already messaged them about it, and I'm just waiting for them to respond.
Awesome.
And then for another, I have a question regarding the Dr. Felice task. I have a task here that I will create a content calendar as well for them. Is that also for me?
For which account?
For Dr. Felice.
Yes, that is correct. Yeah, she just kind of wants to see what it'll look like. She's a visual learner. And so, yes, it'll be you that creates the content calendar for her. And what that content calendar will consist of is how we're going to work in the rollout to get people to attend her event in January. So whatever promotion, graphic, reel, or video, or pages or, slash carousel, since we're promoting her on LinkedIn, that we need to put out for that. And then also how we're going to roll out her videos and what that's going to look like. And then from there, I think she'll be able to tell us, okay, let's add more of this. Let me go and check out our last meeting notes too, to make sure that there isn't anything else that I'm missing. But that's primarily what it'll consist of for now. And then we can make changes from there. Let's see. Put together a landing page through her. Okay, yep. Oh, yes. Okay, so she also wants to put out content that you can hire her as a coach, to coach people through, stress management at work, primarily chief nursing officers or nursing leaders. Present idea, yeah. Because her goal is to get 6 new coaching clients by the end of the year. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's what the content comes.
That's noted. So, but for her landing page, what will be like the content of her landing page? Like, will it be like the one that I made for CBBB? Like, there's an email. Like, it will gather people to be part of her email list. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. So she has, let me show you. She sent it to us last week. It is, let me see, this downloadable. She needs, and I'll forward this to you. Oh wait, I have. Okay, so it's this email. And a lot of what's on this, I think in this first initial email, I think will be great for what can be content to go out on the landing page. The name of the guide is the Nurse Leader Burnout Relief Guide. And so from there, we can take that and put that, this information, these talking points on the landing page, make it nice and clean. She likes that white look with a little hint of blue. She will... we'll just need them to insert their email in order to get to this guide. So similar to what we did for CBBB, and this is the guide that it'll be leading to.
Okay, that's good. So there will be like, if after they inserted their email address, they will receive a first email, which is this email. Is that correct?
That's right. They'll receive that first email, and then what's going to happen, so this email you don't have to write out. That's going to be revised by most likely Crystal. She, I think, is going to work with her or some other copywriter to put together the email. We're just setting up the landing page leading to the email, and you can take the wording from this email for the landing page.
Okay, that's noted. So will I also be the one that will set up communication between Dr. Felice and Crystal, or is it good now?
Setting up the communication between, I have already done that, between Felice and Crystal. Yeah. Thank you.
So for the next thing, I think that is all. And for the content calendar for STR, I will send it over by the end of the week.
Okay, awesome. Anything else?
That's all for me.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. And then let me see, it's Fatima. Yes. Hi, Fatima. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm well. Thank you. Very well. So let's see. We have for you, one of the main things that I want to start to do is transfer, before we get to the other bullet points that are in the Asana, is start to get everybody from Slack to GChat. But the issue that we're running into, and that needs to be resolved before we invite anyone else, is the issue of what the account owner needs to do to see the invitation, because they're not seeing it. I don't think Gmail sends it. Like, I know it might be that they need to download.
Actually,
Yeah.
yesterday I talked to Candy Rocks Valerie. She's using Outlook. That's why she's not seeing the invitation for the chat. And I told her that she needs to use Gmail and look for the left side corner and the spaces, something like that.
Okay.
So I'll just create a document for that to how to navigate this channel for them.
Okay. So the thing is, she shouldn't have to use Gmail. So what she's saying is like her email that she's created, Valerie at, XYZ, is through Outlook. And so they shouldn't have to, have a whole new email set up for that. I think what it should be and could be is that they download the GChat app, and then any external email can go in through that. And so walking them through what that looks like. Let me see. So they should be able to, it should be, okay, so she is in here. She's in here, right?
Yes.
And so is that what she did? How did she get in? I'm curious. Was that it? Did she went, yeah, well, explain it to me, because I'm trying to make sure that they don't have to pay anything, which has been the issue with Slack. And so my thought is, how I thought I heard it, you explained it a minute ago, is that she had to go in and set up her email through GChat, which sounds like it would cost on her end. Is that not what happened?
No, I think that's her personal Gmail.
Okay, cool. So that makes sense. She did come up with a new email. She just used a free one. She has her business one, and that one is through Outlook. Okay, so kind of figuring it out. All right, so first of all, I'm just glad that she's in here, and so thank you for assisting her with that. Let me see. Can I call you tomorrow at 11 a.m. EST? I uploaded my login. Let me see. I'm just going to respond to her right quick to see if I can catch her in time. Hey, Valerie. Please, period. Yes, let's hop on a call. Yes, let's hop on a call. I can talk at 10:30 a.m. CST. Would that work? Okay. I wonder if she sent it to me to the personal email. Because even if it's like I need to go through and create like a how-to video, I can definitely do that. And then part of me wonders, just for the purpose of like making everything smooth for now until we figure that out. Well, scratch that, sorry. If you can, put together a document for me, Fatima, of like what the AOs, the new ones coming on, everything that they need to do step by step in order to get into GChat. One of my suggestions is to possibly just have them download the app, but whatever that you did with Valerie to get in here in this way works as well. I just want to make sure that that's easy on them, and I'll talk to her about it too, just to get her take an opinion on it, to see if GChat is viable, because I would like for it to be, because otherwise they'll have to pay on Slack. So can you put that document together? Okay, thank you. And then we'll take a look at it tomorrow and check in on that process. Let me go back to here, and I'm just going to add that to the to-dos. Let's see. Okay. Okay, awesome. Good. We got that out. Emails are forwarded. Okay, and then so G, chat, AL, process. Okay. And then so the next thing is to highlight and archive, or to archive the highlighted accounts. Has that been updated on the spreadsheet yet too?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right. I think that's it. That's everything. Let me check my journal to make sure I'm not missing anything else. Intake form and welcome form.
For the spreadsheets, I haven't updated it yet.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'll, yeah, just
Okay.
add it from my desk.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Intake form, welcome form, Mohammed. Oh, okay. Yeah, we do have a new client coming on November 1st. I'm going to send you their information. It's a mom and son business. And so once I need to, they're a little different because they came in from a referral. I'm going to send them their intake form to fill out themselves, that onboarding call sheet, and then from there we'll be able to work through the next steps, because like there isn't a meeting recording. Everything was like on the phone and phone calls here and there too at that. And so that'll be coming, and just know that it'll be a little bit different than normal because they're going to fill out their form, and then I'll send it out to you guys. Asana upgrade. Oh, were you able to get Patricia into Asana through the AMI email?
Sorry, can you just...
We had a issue with Asana yesterday that we needed to upgrade, but it was because we had...
Yes.
Okay, was she able to...
Or I think she haven't joined the Asana yet because of we need to upgrade the subscription.
Yes, and so what we ran into, because I want to do it right where we are at 15 members, and we're not at 15 members just yet. What happened is we had Adia in here, and we had Rev Sherry in here because they were invited for a task a long time ago. And so they're out now, and that's cleared. And so it should be good for you to resend the invitation.
Okay, got it. Patricia is now part of the Asana because I already tagged her on her account.
Okay, so she is able to see?
Yeah, she was able to see her job to do now.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, all right, great. Okay, and then Denise... Let me see. Oh no, that's okay. We'll have a separate meeting for that. It's not top priority right now. And then recent invoice, Mercury content. Okay, I think that is everything. Do you guys have any questions for me? No questions?
Me too.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you. I will talk to you in the chat, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you, Brittany. Bye. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Something is stuck in my washer here, in my dishwasher. All right, so that wrapped up my morning meeting. I have those Monday through Thursday with Pam and Fatima, the account supervisor, and that's way too low. Let's stand that up. there we go, the account supervisor and admin assistant, but she's also an account manager for one of our accounts too. So take that on. That was rough. Okay. So, alright. Next thing is to respond to emails. I at least want to get all of these dishes up, but I will come back to it so that we can get to these messages and everyone can get started on their tasks accordingly, because I want to make sure that there aren't any blockers for anyone. That it is so close, but what can you do? All right, let's get to these messages. Okay, so she has been waiting for approval for this content for some time. So I need to really take a look and just breathe. I'm a little freaked out about like G-Chat because I'm like, what are we going to do? Like, I really want to make sure I know every angle from the mountain can. I just want to make sure it's a smooth process for them, and it's not, it's a part of like creating that culture of like, this is easy, this is simple, this is, exactly what I need, like, and no hiccups, no frustrating errors, which that can often rely on the person sometimes, but for me on my end, I'm like, okay, let me do everything I can to make it as smooth of experience as possible for anyone coming to that's a client of ours. So let's see. A simple video can be content. Okay, so this is good. Go ahead, Bianca. Directly. Yeah, CC me. Her email is Okay. So I have a thing where now that we're getting content, and we brought over, there are now 4 of our clients using GChat. One wasn't able to get in, and so we just with her are now going back to sending emails, which is what we did. I mean, it works, but I know from an experience point of view, we want to fix that, and we are fixing that. Because it's like, it's good to have that text message chat kind of form for your clients versus something that's email, and it's a little bit over here and a little bit over there, and it gets very confusing. And so for our clients, I like to have some type of chat form set up to help with their experience and to help keep things organized too. So yeah, for now we're gonna email her. We're working on that. Doc Fatima is working on it, and so that will, once we get that process set up, will really help us to be able to move everybody over to GChat, because it has potential. I don't like that on GChat that you can't record. We won't be able to do like screen shares, but there are ways that we can incorporate that here through other like add-ons. But Slack is just too much. Asana can be a little bit too much. Like, I honestly, like, it makes sense. Yes, pay for the services, but I'm in that space where it's like, okay, we've been doing the free version of it for so long because we've been smaller, and now that we've grown, it's like, oh, okay, there's they want to slap like $200 a month. I'm like, okay, abundance, I'm abundant. It is all taken care of. It's just a new bill that I wasn't expecting, and it's here. But I'm grateful for it, because that means that we have growth. Like, that means that we went from having to do all the free things, right, because we were smaller, to now where we have to pay. So it's all good, blessings, and it's just a part of the process. So the next email from one of my account managers says, hi, please take a look at this content list from a client for confidentiality purposes. I'll keep it out, but I think we really need the content from their website, since there's not much content we can create. Okay. Also to show viewers that this is the kind of okay. But I also, okay. Let me take a look at the content. And then also let me go to Slack to see what this conversation is looking like too. So oftentimes between an account manager and one of our clients, they'll be working with them. And so I like to be as filled in and informed as possible. Okay. I like to be as filled in and informed as possible, so that I can assist the account owner, make sure that they're having a good experience, and the account manager. So let's see. I would like to ask if content list is ready to post. I will proceed with posting once you approve content. Okay. Thank you. Please let me know if you have a good. Okay. Okay, so he says, hi, I saw the latest post this morning that went live on Instagram. There's a lot of text in there, and it barely gives the clients enough time to read. I built the website and know what the text is, and it was way too quick for me. I think we need to think about telling our members less in social media posts. And then, okay, just so you know, I'll remove the post from Instagram. I also want to come back to you later today with some feedback. Okay. Okay. I have reviewed the messages and think that we can create more content with the cards. Let him know that if we aren't Brandon. Oh, and we have a meeting in 10 minutes. Okay. So, hi, Brendan. I will the content from the website the text content from the website shorter. What without the website content that leaves us with more card content. We can do UGC or more micro influencer content or repost content. We can do micro influencer content or repost content of other card users, driving them to the website. What I advise will work best is in addition to that is receiving content prompts from you. Talking about your knowledge industry love for cards. What are your thoughts? Boom. Response. Okay, if you have a Can you put together a week's worth of content showcasing what that will look like that may cause for the week 1024 doc to be revised, period. Okay. All right. So I know I do not talk much when I'm like in the zone. But I am going to work on getting better at that so that I can narrate everything that's going on. Client testimonial, recent cards. Okay. I would definitely get rid of content 6 and 7. Rid of content 6, 7 for sure, since he has stated that he doesn't want content from the website. Okay, so we have a meeting in 3 minutes with a client of ours who just got started last week. We've already created her first week of content. We created by the week so that we can stay on trend, but also follow the data of what works well and what doesn't. And so, and then get better every week, right? So if throughout that week of content, we create a piece of content that does well, we won't have a whole month of content already created, and we can create another piece of content like that in the next week sooner than waiting until the whole month passes. And so, I want to say that oftentimes it's interesting as having a social media agency because we really do put our clients' wants and needs at the forefront, and so we want to make sure that they love everything that we do but understand the reason why it is we're doing what we do. And so that really can create, like, it's just really a communication thing where we're oftentimes needing to communicate, strategically it's going to work if we continue to do this thing over the next thing, because we need to be able to create trust. Sometimes, like, even explaining, like, we can't put a post of a product or the service or a sell post out all the time, because it either needs to be entertaining content or educational content. And so that's what I help guide them on and help them to get to understand. What's tricky is if we don't have an abundant account owner, a client who has like the abundant mindset and the trusting mindset. If they already have if they're a bit guarded, then it makes it, we end up falling into putting their need first, and their wants and needs first. But then at the end of the month, the results aren't there, or at the end of the 6 months to a year, it's not there because we weren't able to roll it out how we had guaranteed we could roll it out to get the results that we guaranteed. You know what I mean? And so that's oftentimes what we run into. So let me see. I have a potential client or inquiry. He's saying, hey, I would love to talk to you and figure out if we might work together. I have a steady stream of content from my online course. I would love to recycle, and I have a book that is selling 3 to 5 books per day, and I love to hear that, because what I don't like is, like, sometimes you'll see, like, startup, I need to get to this meeting. Okay. Yes, I'm interested. Okay, cool. Okay, great. All right. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. So what I'm going to do here is copy paste this. I have like a go-to message, but I only send it if I know, like, okay, yeah, definitely we can work together and make some things happen. Selling a book, you already have profit. You know, you're not coming here thinking that in this first month I'm going to be able to get you sales. That is not at all how social media works. When was the last time you yourself, even, and I'm talking to you, seen a product on social media from a page that normally it takes you a minute to even want to follow that page, let alone buy in the first month? Like that, it takes relationship building. And so, yeah.
Recording in progress.
All right, cool. So we are here at this meeting with a potential client, with a client. And yeah, while she is coming in and getting settled, I am going to try and send a quick message to the account owner over. Actually.
Hey, Brittany.
Okay. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Awesome.
Did you get my message on Slack this morning?
This morning? No, let me go take a look. I haven't had a chance.
It's okay. I can just tell you what it said.
Yes.
Rosalind had an impromptu training this morning that she was unaware of. It started at 9 o'clock this morning. It ends at 1.
Okay.
She was asking if we could postpone this until 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Yes, let me take a look at my...
Is it 3 o'clock your time or is it 1 o'clock your time?
You say EST, right?
It'll be 2 o'clock EST. I thought y'all were
2 o'clock EST, that's right. Okay, so 2 o'clock EST, that is 1 o'clock my time. So I wouldn't be able to do that. Is there any other time?
What is your availability after 2 o'clock?
So I have availability from 2 o'clock CST, so that's 3 o'clock EST to 4 p.m. So from 2 o'clock CST to 4 p.m. CST.
What about tomorrow?
Okay, let's see. Tomorrow.
I'm sorry to do this.
No worries. It's okay. I want to just make sure it works with both of your schedules, so that's no problem.
No, you're fine.
I have availability in the morning at 10 a.m. CST, and from 10 a.m. to 11, and then from, let me see.
Do you have anything? Oh, she got a lot tomorrow. From 2 o'clock EST. So, do you have anything? Are you free at 1 o'clock tomorrow? Your time?
I am not free at that time. What about in the afternoon? Like at from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. I have openings.
She's got a meeting.
Okay.
Let's just do today at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
If I'm not able to be there, she'll be there.
Okay.
Let me make sure that that's good for her.
Okay. I'll move the invite down for now, but can adjust it as need be.
Yeah, will you go ahead and send us the invite? It'll be 3 o'clock EST, which is 2 o'clock CT.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes, let me see. I moved it down. So you said it'll be at 2 o'clock CST?
2 o'clock your time, which is 3 o'clock our time.
Okay, sounds good. And in the meantime, what will really help is if we can get the login, if you can send that in, the login to...
That's what she was trying to figure out.
Today.
She doesn't know how to get y'all into LinkedIn.
Okay, so for LinkedIn, they don't have any like admin thing. It has to be the direct login. But like if you need, and so the account managers, they've signed NDAs. If you guys have one of your own, we can sign that as well because I understand like confidentiality. But it typically is just that direct email and password.
Okay, I'll send that to her in an email.
Okay.
She's not gonna put it on
Slack.
She won't put it on Slack,
Okay.
obviously, because that's personal.
Okay.
But let me I'll send this to her, let her know that we changed it.
Okay.
Until 3:00 our time.
Mm-hmm. And then also too, what do you think about 1:30 p.m. CST? Oh, so yeah, 1:30 p.m.
So that would be 2:30 our time?
Yeah, well, does that work better?
That would actually work better, yes.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay. Cool, and I just sent that new invitation out. Okay, cool.
Okay, that works perfectly for us because I get off at 3, so that'll be great.
Okay, cool, awesome. Okay, sounds good. Well, I'll see you then.
Thank you so much for understanding and being able to change that for us.
Oh yeah, no problem at all. My pleasure. I'll see you later.
Okay. Thank you so much, and I'll see you at 2:30.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Recording.
Okay, so we're gonna stop converting that one. Okay, cool. So that meeting got bumped. Let me explain. So this it becomes that balance of like who is well. It becomes a balance of like who is so my current clients take priority over most of any meetings that I have. So like if I have a meeting with my team but a client needs to come in for a meeting, we're gonna or reschedule a meeting, and if it's the only thing that works, like then I'll send a team an email and do a recording later and send them an update that way. But for Jimmy Johnson, who is a potential client, he has postponed maybe like 3 or 4 times. Like it's been a lot. And so, I don't know if he'll be able to make it today, and I don't think he will be able to. I'm going to message him and see, because I just highly doubt that he'll be able to. But also, too, what that tells me, which he's also mentioned, is like, oh, I have a job and da-da-da. And I don't mind. He's like, oh, I have a job. And, it's hard. Like he gets booked in meetings at the last minute. And so what that tells me is that, it might not be a long-term client because they haven't put their business at the forefront. I do understand, like, as business owners coming out the gate, like, and it's kind of tricky, like I understand meetings happen at the last minute, but priority-wise, that was kind of a tricky thing to have to decide. I've never actually done that before, but I think that that's the best move. Just making sure that I put the current clients at the forefront and the potential clients who have shown semi-interest on the back end. You know what I mean? And I'm just going to send, so that I can be mindful of this time, a message just saying, hey, I'm saying, hey, I saw you booked on the calendar for today. I need to reschedule that time, and I can today. And I mean, like 3 or 4 times, and he's been very persistent. Most people are like, oh, I can't make the meeting, and then they just stop from there. He's been very persistent, so I really want to make sure, like, I hear him, because the ultimate goal is to help all small businesses be able to scale their businesses to be the larger, and support them in their dreams. And so, I am going to see what we can work out. It's a balancing act until I can get a creative director here to help support the call, the amount of calls that we have. So, hey, I saw you booked on my calendar for today. I'll need to reschedule that time, and I can meet. Are you available? Then question mark. Okay, boom. Alrighty, so then that's that. And then the next thing, let me just let her know our meeting got bumped to this afternoon. Okay, boom. For SLB. And let me see. Awesome. Would. Okay. Okay, so source of beauty. Okay, so by the way, okay, so now I'm getting into this, and then we're gonna go get something to eat. Yes. Okay, so hello, just a question. Do you know what he's talking about here? I don't fully get it, especially this one. Please use the need for, so this is an account manager asking me a question about account owner's email that they sent. Please use the need for all social media platforms to have a holistic image and not mirror the same. Also, he said that he'll send audio in his preference every day, which consumed a lot of time for me technically, but because technically I'll edit the content every day. I can manage this maybe just for this week, but I guess it can be better if I compile in a docs audio. And if you, okay, I'm just gonna meet because I'm not sure what's going on, and we'll need to figure that out because I'll need to reach out to him. Can you meet today about TGR so I can get clarity to assist properly? Okay. Next thing, would like to confirm if I'll be using all the reels or only the first video on the Google Doc will be excluded. Hey, just want to follow up with Dave Crosswell again. I wasn't able to. I also wanted to inform you that I haven't had a meeting with him. I'm thinking to meet with her once I'm done with the content list. That's fine. Just set the day and time in advance so she'll know. Okay, so I have an account manager who is going to be going on mat leave soon. And so, we'll be training an account manager to take over her spot. Would like to also confirm if I would like to confirm if I will be using all of the Reels videos. Or only the first Reels. Yes. Reels, question mark, I'm confused. Okay, boom. Good morning, listen. Okay. Great. Next. Okay, and we just had another order placed with a potential client right now. So that potential client is officially a client, and we will get her onboarded and set up. So that's 2, 1 yesterday and 1 today. The biggest thing is retention, and what's really important, I realize, is like they see the value. It's the mindset and the coaching of, you know, how long will they take to let everything roll out as it'll need to. A lot of times businesses will come to me hoping and wishing, and even after I'll say, you know, it takes time before you're able to see sales conversions, and a lot of that, especially nowadays, is done on you. So you need to have a influencer, a micro influencer, and play some other pieces of the puzzle moving, which I can help with. Or you just see like a face of the brand. Like, you just can't throw your product out there, put the benefits of it. There's so everybody is doing it. And so we oftentimes what I'm trying to say is like, new clients are great, but it's like, are they the one to understand what it's like? And those are often like the bigger businesses, which is what I really want to get into in my content coming up soon. Now that I think about it, it's just like talking to small business owners of like, it's the long game. It's the long game, honey. It's the long game. And I know when you put your money into something, that's why this isn't something that you can just, it's not a Birkin bag that you can just buy and it's going to serve its purpose. It's something that you have to invest in over time in order to see the benefits from it. And then, of course, you too want a really good person to do that, who has that track record, you know, and not just myself, but other social media agencies out there as well too. But that's the point. It's not like, oh my gosh, she has a great track record, she can get me. And I know no one's ever, at least right now, no one's expecting to give the from my experience, those that I've seen, no one's expecting $1 million overnight. But even that one sale, guys, what that takes to get there, it takes time. And then when that one sale comes in, that's something that you cherish. But to get there, and I've done this myself in my business, my art business, which taught me everything that I know about social media, and expanding that. It took me 3 months to get my first sale, and that took like hardcore me being present in the content and giving myself and giving benefits and interacting in DMs. And okay, sorry, just got a message from a team member, and giving message and giving value, constant value, communication, and engagement to your audience before you see that. And again, it'll be a percentage. So the amount of followers that you have, then you have the engagement, and then you have the sale. Like, it's this funnel like this. It comes in, we get you a lot of brand impressions, we get you a lot of engagement, then we get you, you know, the follow, and then the sale. Like, and it's done and over time. And then once you get that first one, that's not it. It keeps going. That's the long game of social media management. Okay, or social media marketing. Okay, SMM meeting with Candy Rocks. Okay, So now and this is going to be at 10:30. I need to remember to record because I'm not going to set it automatically just yet. Continue. Save. And then let's send the meeting invitation. And then while we get ready for the meeting, so not about to eat, haha, at this meeting, and then I'll eat at 11. And that's okay because that's just how these things go. And so let's go and reach out to the potential client. Hello, exclamation mark, thank you or hello, I look forward to working with you. I will be we will get started on your onboarding process and service overview. Boom. Okay, so let's go into yesterday's doc from this potential client. Mercury, okay. Get out of these docs. So, yes. What do we need? I need to go to job file moon. And go to the meeting yesterday and get her name. Oh, y'all, my stomach is growling. It's growling, it's growling. My stomach is growling. Hey, hello, welcome. This is just the live where I normalize what it's like to be a mompreneur, an entrepreneur, woman entrepreneur, starting a business in its early days, okay, where there isn't a lot of glitz and glamour like we see on a lot of pages, but it's the actual nitty-gritty day in the life of calendar management, okay, messy desk, okay, non-aesthetic, none of that, okay. It's just straight up energy, positivity vibes. Let me know in the comments if you so choose and feel warm and welcome enough to do so, to let me know if you are starting a business, looking to start a business, or just here to hang. Let me know, your name or anything, where you're from, whatever. I would love to get to know and connect in that way. And so right now we have a meeting in 5 minutes with a new client who just came on board. I have a social media agency. And so, yeah, we're about to take that meeting with her, but I also have a new client who just decided to, or who just came on and, made her payment. And so I'm going to send her information to our admin assistant so that she can get started on her process. And I think she wants to do Instagram and what? 2 platforms would you like managed? Question mark. Instagram and okay, because we didn't get that solidified, so I'm gonna figure that out right now in the 4 minutes before this next meeting. And then she's just going through Fiverr for the first month. Okie dokie, great. I am going to send her rollout dates. Anything else? Let's put the meeting recording here. We're going to pull up the drive so I record every single meeting. That's very important because I realized that it saved me a lot of time. Like, I wasn't doing it at first. I didn't feel like a lot of people would be comfortable doing it, and I have gotten some no's, granted. Have gotten some no's where people are like, I'm not comfortable with that, or let me turn my camera off real quick, I'm not done up, which I get. That's cool too. But yeah, it saves a lot of time. What I would do was find myself spending time trying to recap the meeting for the account managers to help them know, like, more than once, which makes sense when they can just refer to the video. And so you'll find that starting a business, it's all about time. In life in general, it's just all about how to maximize your time and, work-life balance, that whole thing. But it's like where time is money, right? And so it's like, what task can I outsource and have someone else do? Because you don't have to be great at everything, and you should not be doing all things. And so that's the key too. It's like, okay, I need to offload this task. I don't need to be sending emails, answering inquiries. That is something, honestly, that somebody else can do. And you learn that when you first start a business, that it's all about moving your time around. So that's that. And for those that are watching on YouTube, you'll see, like, I will just completely stop once I see that someone is gone out of the room, to my point, because, like, I'll check in to engage, but, like, of course people are living their whole lives out there and will need to hop off as needed. And so yeah, I'll, like, check in with them, and then we'll go back to doing what we're doing over here, because I really am excited mostly about putting this on YouTube, but I'm here for TikTok because I want to grow the Mommy Money Flakes page. Long term, I have plans for it, and also for the community too. So it's good to hit the 2 points. Okay, so we have the meeting coming up. You guys will be joining me on that. Oh my gosh, my stomach is growling. I have a really good sweet potato, because I was seeing pumpkin everything, and I'm like, quit playing with me. Where the sweet potato stuff at? Like, if Starbucks had a sweet potato drink, we would be on and popping, okay? Like, that's all I need. I don't need pumpkin anything. Like, I don't taste it and say, oh, this is slapping. Like, I like the spiciness of it. And so even with these muffins, I'm gonna get some spice to add to it. Let me go and send this. And we need to get this light turned on for this meeting. Okay, awesome. Boom. Okay, great. And then let's see, so they can be working on this. Meeting another. Okay, so Tona join this meeting. Ooh, I'm so hungry. My stomach has never growled so much. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
How are you? I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for hopping on this call.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure.
I just want to make sure I really don't work in my Google thing at all. So this is new to me. And I just want to make sure that I'm doing it right. It's not like my go-to for my emails or anything.
Yes.
It's fine.
Okay.
I just want to make sure you're getting what you need.
Okay.
Don't feel like I'm not doing my part.
Okay. Yes, and so I wanted to let you know too that so for GChat, that's very new to us. I know we mentioned Slack in the call, but we found out that Slack was charging our clients, and we didn't want that for you too. And so we went with GChat, and so we're new. And I would like to get it to where it's your Val, at Candy Rocks email, and so. I'll send out like a process for that, so that it's easier and more, more aligned to get like your notifications. It'll go to your primary one. But as far as navigating in it and getting everything to us, so you said you sent the login, but we just hadn't received it. Did you upload it into the chat?
You have it now, though, I guess.
Let me see in the chat.
I
think so. Okay, I see where you said you sent it in the chat, but not where it is. Like I don't see it just yet. But if you want, you can just send it here.
Okay, but let me just see because. Okay, so hi Val. All good with the login info. That was
so you sent it via email. Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, I had emailed that.
Okay, so. Perfect. Okay, then we have it. Okay.
Maybe she put it in your information.
Yeah, it should be in Asana then. Okay.
Let me just see something. So, I guess like initially. I thought I was downloading, but like I see all my other stuff. Like, how do I just keep it to you and I?
Oh, okay, yes. I can send you a message for that to your email. Let's see. Or not to your email, but I'm going to copy and paste your
chat screen up. So that's okay. I got that. And then if I click to files... It says no shared files yet, but...
Can I see your screen?
Yeah.
Let me see. I think I have to get shareability. Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Can you see?
Not yet.
Can you see it?
Not yet. Did you press the green arrow?
Yeah.
And then the screen. Which screen did you select? Whichever.
Why is it not? Okay, I don't know.
Okay.
Pressing the green arrow,
Mm-hmm.
and then it comes up.
All of your screens should come up, and then you can.
It says desktop, whiteboard, iPhone, share.
Do you select
And
desktop? And then share.
has an exclamation point. When I press share, it says allow Zoom to share your screen. Open system press.
Okay, well that's okay. So then, what were you explaining? So you're trying to upload content to the drive, like photos and videos to the drive. Is that where?
Yeah, I was. It says no shared files yet, but I did it I did it 3-4 times.
Okay. And that's to the link that we sent you, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check and make
But
sure.
I'm sure it's me doing something wrong. I just don't understand why
What it
it's
is.
not there.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. So I'm gonna show you. Oh wait. So I see. Let me show you what I see on my screen because I do see some content here from you. Okay. So is this all of what you're talking about? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah. It's so weird, but when I'm in the chat and I click on the files, there's nothing there.
Okay. That's crazy. Yeah. Well, we got them on our end. No worries. And then, two, I'm really looking forward to like your content and sending your prompts. It's going to be so fun. So I wanted to ask what day works for you for content? Like what's a good time to record so I can know, when we can expect it back.
Okay, but you need to explain to me.
Okay.
When you were speaking about content, you want me to take the photos and videos.
Yes.
And so I need to just create an outline, what that looks like. I mean, yes, I'll do that, but how many photos should I be taking? How many videos should I be taking to start?
And we're going to send that to you this week. You'll get your first content prompt. And so, but sometimes like weekends might be a busy day for you. So you'll receive it Friday or Saturday.
Mondays are great.
Mondays is, okay, great. So that's good to know.
For me to work on it. Yeah.
Okay.
And I also have somebody else here that can help me.
Awesome. Okay, so we can expect it on Monday, and then you can let me know on Monday too if you want to hop on a call and say, "Are we getting this right?" Like, let me know anytime. I'll be available, and I want to show you what your content prompts will look like.
Okay.
Let's see here. And then I just set up a direct message between us, but you also have my phone number too that I sent in the chat too, just so you know.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, and then let's see, I'll just go out of that completely. Okay, great. So we put in a mix, and I'll send this doc to you, but a mix of different that I thought were edgy. They were still in the dessert realm. Last Crumb, yeah. They have a great page. They're like Crumble Cookie, but edgier, And so they do like memes, like hocus pocus, like that's just, it seems like they have a really good vibe as far as like the character that their page has, and we want to bring some of that to yours. And so this will be a page that you can look at, and then we have others as well too. This one has the old school vibe that you guys also have, less of the edgier, but more on the candy side of things. And so I wanted to show you their reels.
Okay.
And notice how like they are doing a jelly bean challenge, which I think is a smart, like just a good edgy content to like toss it. But that's what I think, what I know will work with just like ASMR, like simple task of like even pouring the jelly beans or candy into the jar.
Right.
Yeah, things like that make a big
Impact.
Impact, exactly. And then so you'll see that, a lot of content like that. And then so for high performing reels, because some are good just for like everyday engagement, but these are good for like what we have seen work well for these other pages that we'll incorporate with you, but in a more edgier sense, to capture your brand. And so yeah, everything is here. We're going to list out your prompts and make it super easy for you, where it's like step 1, step 2, this many videos for this long, and it's going to be simple. It's not going to be a lot, because we'll send it to you every week. And so you'll get 7 prompts, and then every week we'll update. And then basically the audience will decide what they like the most, and we'll create more content like that and double down. And so I'll send this over to you. We have your mood board ready as well for the aesthetic that your page will have. And so just let us know if any color that we put at the forefront, like for example this red, if you want to switch that out. Not the red, you want to switch it out?
Not the red.
Okay.
No, our signature colors are this like pop pink and a lime green.
Okay.
The Pantone color. It's like, it's
Do you know the
brighter? Like these are not like,
not
I just put these colors of the bears in because I have them in. We did like T-shirts for colleges, and that's why they're colored like that.
Makes sense.
That's not the colors, but I can.
You have the. Do you have the hex code?
I have. I'll tell you. Right. I can probably tell you Pantone colors.
Awesome. Yeah, that would be great.
If that works.
Yes, we'll get that updated. Okie dokie. Okay, so I'm glad that we went over that too. And then, so do you have any questions for me? We got content.
So you're gonna give us these prompts, but. And that, so like for example, what it'll say like movie theater boxes or whatever, and like we have to take a cool shot of movie theater boxes. I think we need help in like what's the best way to take the pictures.
Yes,
because obviously we're not taking good pictures.
Yeah, and so what I want to do, I think from Monday, if we can set up a time where I get on the phone with you, there is also this app. I'll send the link to you, where I can be on cam through your phone and take the picture for you and kind of have you angle it down in a certain way, and so it's actually Zendaya. Yeah, one of her magazine covers, a photographer took one of her photos for a magazine cover through this app, and so it's really cool the way it works. Yeah, and so I would like to set that up so that way.
If you tell me the app, I'll download the app.
Perfect. Okay, great, and we'll do that. So what's a good time?
Are there any other apps that you think I should have on my phone for an iPhone, like for taking pictures?
I will say no app in particular, but let's make sure that your camera is turned up to 4K at the highest setting. So it should be 4K, and most phones, when you get it from the store, it'll have it at like 1080. So I'll walk you through that right now.
Yeah, because that means